Hi everyone. I know some of you have already begun giving your students feedback on their 4,000 word draft extended essay submission. So I just thought I'd send out a quick video just showing you how to actually predict a student's grade for the extended essay because when we do give feedback, we will need to make sure that we're giving a predicted grade. We will have time to moderate these grades with each other in the first student free week in term one. So there will be time to go over your grading with other people in your faculty. But to generate a predicted grade, we need to do this all on ManageBack. And if we can provide feedback formally on ManageBack as well, that just ensures that we're being consistent with the criteria and the student gets an idea of how it will feel when they do their final submission. So you just need to make sure that you're in the 2019-2021 grade 11 IB group still, because they haven't quite transitioned into year 12. If you click on extended essay, and then you just need to click on whoever your student is. And when you get to their ManageBack profile, it should look something like this. So you should see perhaps some documents uploaded from your student. Just remember that's not the document that you need to be marking. So just make sure that you are going through the calendar. I've already done another video on that if you just jog back in your emails and have a look at that video. But please don't mark any of these extended essay documents that are on the student's profile because they are not the correct ones and I haven't gone through the plagiarism check. So basically when we're doing the assessment and providing a predicted grade, it's just a matter of clicking on this assessment tab here. And as you can see, I've already done this student at the moment. So what will happen is ManageBack will give you each criteria from criterion A to E. And it's just a matter of you, first and foremost, reading the descriptors. So it's really important that we're actually reading the language and looking at the keywords of each part of, say, criteria A. And that's how we generate a grade. It's not just guessing, I think they're a 5 or a 6, because that's a 5 or a 6 in Lang and Lit, for example. It's important that we're actually looking at the language that's used in each of the descriptors. Once you actually click on the level that you want to give for a particular criteria, as you can see on the right hand side here, it will generate marks for you as soon as you click it. So if I keep changing things, it will add up on the side there. So you need to do the same thing for each different criterion, which means just reading the language that's used and assessing where the student's work sits on each band level. Once you have done that, as you can see on the right hand side here, it will generate a score for you out of 34 points. So when you get to the bottom as well, it will also give you a place to write some comments to your students. These should be comments that are generic to the essay, but also more criteria specific. So as you can see, I'm not going through and correcting things. I'm actually talking about which parts of each criteria need a little bit of work. So try and use the language that's in the criteria so that they can actually see where they're going wrong with critical thinking, for example, or if their presentation is not up to scratch and things like that. Once you've added your comments in there, guys, if you can just click Save Changes, and that will then save on the student's profile. The issue is that students don't actually have access to this assessment tab. So what you'll need to do afterwards is, whoops, if you just go up on the right hand side here and click Export to PDF, and it'll actually generate an extended essay report for you. It'll have the student's name, the research question, all their details from ManageBack, and then it will pick up which criteria mark you've given, and it'll include the descriptor from that level, that band level of criteria in there. So if you can generate that, export it to a PDF, and then share this with your student as feedback, you're welcome to then also share if you've started to make changes, or not make changes, but comment on their Google Doc if you've downloaded their PDF file as a Google Doc. You can also send that along to them as well, but it's just important that we're all doing this extended essay report so that we're consistent. It'll give them, again, that score out of 34, and it's a really good way for students to identify in which particular criterion they're falling down in. So if you have any questions about this, just let me know. It's quite simple once you've done it a few times, but if you're new to the EE, it's just important that you understand how to do this so that we're being consistent. Any questions, just let me know. Thanks, team.